Hey, and welcome to the Prima Games rundown of how to pitch like an ace in MLB 14 The Show. Let's jump right in and go through how to select your team and pitcher. When selecting your team, you can see underneath your designated controller in the menu that it will either read Experienced or Beginner. Select whatever suits your comfort level by toggling the right analog stick. For this breakdown, we will be using the Experience mode to show you the new Pulse Pitching feature. Once you've selected your team, you must choose a pitcher on your roster to start the game. Under the portrait of each pitcher, you will see what pitches are available with that player, along with a meter next to each pitch indicating the pitcher's command. Once you have selected your pitcher and which stadium you're going to play in, you will enter the Final Options menu. The first option on the list will be Quick Counts. MLB 14 The Show has integrated quick count mode for those not interested in playing a full 9-inning game pitch by pitch. If you were to select quick counts on, the game would automatically start at bats as if a few pitches had already been thrown to each batter. For the sake of this walkthrough, we will leave the quick counts off. Once you have started the game, the show has given us the ability to warm up our pitcher and get a feel for the strike zone. As we watch CC Sabathia take his warm-up tosses, pay attention to the pulsating circle around the ball before each pitch is thrown. Once you have selected a certain pitch using the corresponding button in the bottom right of the screen, the pulse will begin around the ball in the middle of the strike zone. The objective is to aim the ball using the left thumbstick to target your location. Then hit the X button when the pulse circle is at its smallest point. When timed correctly, your pitch location will be almost exactly where you aimed it before hitting X. If you mistime the pitch, the location of the pitch will be wild and can often lead to mistakes in the middle of the plate. And mistakes in the middle of the plate in the big leagues mean long home runs and high ERAs. This is why warm-ups are critical to getting the right timing and location. Once you're all warmed up and you're facing a batter, the recommended pitch type will be highlighted by a rotating orange circle, and an image of a catcher's mitt will appear somewhere in the strike zone before each pitch. Here we can see that the catcher has called for a low and inside changeup. If you are not sure what to throw, keep your catcher happy and throw the pitch he has called for.
And we are underway.
Although the safe play is often to throw the recommended pitch and location, you don't want to be predictable. Feel free to use your creativity and keep hitters guessing to stay ahead in counts. Let's watch as Felix Hernandez ignores his catcher's orders and climbs the ladder on former MVP Albert Pujols.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And he comes back.
You also have to keep the situation in mind as you select your angle of attack. Here is one of those situations. We have fallen behind World Series MVP David Ortiz 3 balls and no strikes. There is a runner at second base and 2 outs. Technically, we should just walk him and work on the next batter, right? No thanks. Let's get to work and battle back.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired.
Once your pitcher is showing signs of fatigue, simply hit the up arrow on the D-pad to bring up the quick menu. Enter the bullpen and scroll down the list to select the new pitcher to warm up. After you have selected a pitcher to warm up, select Mound Visit from the same quick menu that you went to the bullpen in. When you Mound Visit, the game will time lapse and the pitcher warming up will be more than halfway ready. If you need to bring in a pitcher before he is ready, you can take the additional 8 warm-up pitches to make sure your new man is completely loose. Let us know what you like or dislike about the show's pitching setup in the comments below. For more tips, guides, and strategies, check out primagames.com.